Before you sell one product on Amazon in 2026, you need to know the three numbers and decide whether it's worth it, right? But it is worth it most of the time. You can see this is a brand new seller. First year, almost did $200,000 in sales. But what's the most important thing? And of course, it's going to be the profit, right? So that's how we're going over advice that's going to help you in 2026. A lot of people say Amazon's dead. It is not dead, right? It just depends on what category you're selling in and if you know what you're doing. Because as you can see right here, it says average 2026 fee increase. Amazon does keep increasing their fees. Just like everybody else, fees have been increasing. They've increased it around 8 cents on average, which isn't too bad. But it just is what it is. And Amazon still works in 2026, but beginners need to think like operators before they start buying inventory, right? Obviously, you can fail and then learn, but it's easier just to learn as quickly as possible before you even fail. And that's going to be trying to find true margin. A good thing that you can try to determine is when you are doing profit margin, you're going to have all these tools, you're going to have different breakdowns. What you want to do is make sure that you can determine what's going to be your profit, right? After all of Amazon's fees, what's going to be your profit? And then let's say it's 20%, right? Or it's $10 per sale. You're going to decrease it even further, right? Because you're going to just make up that something bad's going to happen and Amazon's going to charge you more fees, which they most likely will. So you want to try to have a good buffer. So if we're looking at true margin, you can kind of see from this image. Let me try to open it up, right? You're going to go seller fees, trying to go through all they have the Amazon referral fee, the Amazon FBA fulfillment fee, storage fees. Is there any other fees? If you don't know of any other fees, just add in an extra 5%, right? And at the end of the day, what's your actual profit margin? You want to try to have it at least at 20%, even with these extra fees. This is where it becomes very, very difficult to find a good product because you're going to be starting off at like a 40% profit margin. Once you go on Amazon, you realize it's only going to be like 20%. So having a product with a huge profit margin is going to be essential for long-term success, right? And you can type in Amazon revenue calculator. They have all those calculators for you. You just plug in like a product and it tells you potentially how much profit you can make. And then of course, number 2 is going to be product demand. So obviously your product needs to make profit, but is there a demand for it? The reason why I love gum so much and selling like products like these is because it runs out, right? They're going to chew the gum. People are going to be like, hey, let me have a piece. Let me have a piece. Very, very nice. But when they run out, they're going to buy more. So this is a great reoccurring product. Reoccurring products are one of the best products because customers keep coming back over and over and over and over again. Even if your reviews aren't the best, they keep coming back. So it is pretty solid. So have a good demand. That's just an example, right? But you just need some type of demand, a really good demand. So definitely, this is where the tools are going to come in. I'm going to be mentioning those shortly. Inventory is a cash trap. Stock out kills momentum. Overstock freezes cash. New sellers need days of supply, not blind optimism. So it's always going to be difficult. Don't buy too much inventory. That's going to be the biggest thing. Do not buy too much inventory. Don't buy too little either, right? So a good wage is just to see how much the competitors are doing, how much sales they're doing, how much sales are the new sellers doing on Amazon in your category that you're launching in. But if you don't know what to do, just launch 100 products. Just buy 100 units. I think 1,000 units is too much for a beginner seller. 100 is a pretty good sweet spot. And right when you start generating sales, that's when you're going to want to place that order for the second one, right? Because momentum goes crazy on Amazon. And right when you sell out, all your momentum goes right down the drain. And then you're going to get back on Amazon and the momentum has been gone. It's on its way out the door. It's too late. Compliance, this is super duper difficult. Once you start making money, you're going to realize that, oh my gosh, every product has like its own compliance requirements. It gets a little nuts, right? So if I was selling, I'm trying to find something else. Yeah, here we go. This is gum. So another more gum, right? But this is like super specific, super niche, like jawline gum, and you're actually chewing it, right? So now Amazon can come in and say, oh, the FDA wants certifications that it was made in an FDA facility. Did you do testing on the product? What does it have in it? Do you know what's in it? Do you have the certificate of analysis? They might start asking all these different questions. So you want to make sure your manufacturer is legit and can get you any certification that you need, or at least knows about them. Operate before you scale, right? The winning product matters. The winning system matters more. Prove the numbers, listing, inventory plan, and customer experience first. just have everything kind of like everything's not going to be perfect, right? But just try to have everything like in place, if that makes sense, right? Do you know how to do Amazon ads? If you don't and you're launching completely blind, it's going to take a lot longer and you're going to learn the hard way. A lot of the times what people do is they hire a consulting company. We are a consulting agency, but they hire a consulting agency, see how they do it, have the consulting agency set everything up, everything's generating sales, and then they let the consulting agency go because they learned how they did it, or at least they have the foundation. The foundation is sometimes the hardest to actually create or set up because you don't know where to start. There's also beginner guides, right, that Amazon provides to you for free. So you can sign up and get access to these. How to sell on Amazon in 2026. This is by Amazon. Grow your brand with confidence. And then here's just something regarding the actual fee increases. So this is kind of where you can set up the news on Amazon. This is sellercentral.amazon.com/seller forms. This is where a lot of the news gets updated, as you can see. So you can kind of stay on top of it. Helium 10 is an Amazon tool. Jungle Scout is also an Amazon tool, right in the description if you wanted a discount. But if you look at Helium 10, you can go to products, black box, and then this is like the fastest way to find a product. And let's say we want to find something we're going to sell it between $20 to $35. We want it to be small so it can fit in a shoebox. And we want it to be making at least $10,000 a month or more in sales. And we want it to be easy competition, not too competitive, right? We're asking for a lot. I'm going to put it in arts, crafts, and sewing category. That's another thing. The product doesn't have to be something that you like. As long as it makes money, at the end of the day. It'd be great to have products that, you love to do. But here's again, this is like the fastest way to find products is going to be the Helium 10. So this is where you can, even though it's a little bit expensive, there is a discount. But I mean, this is like the fastest way. Airbrush for nails. Would you ever think about selling this? Probably not. They only have 70 reviews and they're already making $8,000 a month. I mean, it's just like it's a lot of this stuff is just like no brainers when you see what's going on. Oh my gosh, 500 bought in the past month, 24 grand, and it's this little piece of wood. Oh my god, I know they're buying it from China for probably $3. So pretty awesome. And then of course there's different strategies you can work on. So brand registry. Do you know brand registry? Time to write this. There's a lot of notes in here, right, guys? AI driven operations. There's also AI. That's a whole different story. I wouldn't focus on that too much. But you definitely want to know. Here's the calculator that you can calculate profit. So if I was selling something for like $60 and it only cost me $8, right? That's a crazy profit margin right here. And then we can kind of just like pretend that Amazon's going to charge us a lot more. So we can increase the price of our unit cost by $2. And then boom, right? And then you have the growth roadmap, right? Do you form an LLC? You don't actually need a business to start on Amazon, but it's always recommended long term. Kind of just going through phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, so you can get launched, and get started. And by the way, we are an Amazon consulting agency. We're here to help. If you need to start, you already started, you're not generating sales, whatever it is, feel free to click the link down below in the description to contact us. Happy to help. I'm Josh Hackett, signing.